Welcome to the Procrastinator's Guide to Life, your daily show for conquering the art of productivity and achieving your business goals. If you're anything like me, you're tired of hitting the snooze button, stumbling through your mornings and feeling like you're always one step behind, well, you're in the right place. I'm your host, Tom Stanhope, and together with a diverse lineup of expert guests, we'll help you transform your mornings from chaotic to captivating. Each day I'll share practical tips, strategies, and success stories to empower you to maximize your productivity, boost your business, and make the most of every moment. So without further ado, it's on with the show. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? So I'm back today feeling a little bit more like myself after having a day off yesterday, and it's great to be back. It feels we're sort of halfway through week 2, which is amazing. Why are we up at this ridiculous hour of the morning? Well, a few weeks ago, I decided that I was going to take a look at my live video output, and I wanted to change things around a bit. So rather than going live in the evenings, I thought I'd go live at the start of the day. I am by my nature an early bird. I like to be up at the start of the day and getting things done. I'm also a bit of a procrastinator. So I thought, well, if I can combine the two, I can combine with the day, a good start to the day and a good way to sort of get myself focused and ready to attack the day. So the way this show works is that I turn up, I share a tip for the day, something that I'm going to be doing today, and then we bring on an amazing guest. And so we have in the waiting room, Dr. Lia Zorzou, who's going to come and share a tip with us in a few minutes about really how you can move through fear to get new results. And when the submission came through on the form, I saw the tip and thought, gosh, that looks amazing, because that's actually something really relevant to me, and I think really relevant to a lot of the stuff we're talking about here, because of I think the root of procrastination can often be in fear. So this is a really great one to talk about. Obviously, my background is in video production, so my tips are going to be very often around the whole world of content creation and visibility. And I thought I'd address this idea of this is a fear. I guess this is a fear related thing as well. So we have a lot of people that we come across professionally. So, with what I do, I will often have conversations that go along the lines of people saying to me, I hate the way I look on camera. And good morning, Emma. How you doing? Lovely to see you. People will often say, I hate the way I look on camera, or I hate the way I sound. And my tip today is just to really, I think, bear in mind the kind of language that we use when we talk to ourselves. Imagine sitting down with your oldest and best friend. You've got a cup of tea or a coffee, or sat around the kitchen table, and they say to you, hey, guess what? I've been making some videos for my business. Would you like to look at them? And you look at them and you turn around to that person, you say, I hate the way you look and sound. What a devastating thing that would be to say. You'd never dream of saying that to your friends, let alone to anybody, frankly. Yet we do it to ourselves very, very quickly, very easily. So many times I hear people say how much they hate being on camera, how much they hate being visible, how much they hate being seen, how much they hate hearing their own voice. And actually, those kind of those words we use, they carry weight. So I'm sort of advocating a little bit of awareness around the language we use when we're speaking to ourselves, around video and how we feel about it. And obviously this could be applied to, frankly, any part of life. But if you are thinking about video, and if you're thinking about holding yourself back because you don't like the way you are looking and feeling on camera, then perhaps a good place to start, and a very powerful place to start, can be around the language we choose to use when we talk to ourselves. So that's my tip for the day. It's not a hugely sort of controversial one, I don't think, but I think it's one that can have a huge amount of weight. Now, Dr. Lia Zorzou is going to be coming and talking to us in a minute about fear. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to bring her on now, and we're going to do all the intro stuff, because this is such an interesting topic, and I'm really excited to have this conversation this morning. So without further ado, here we are. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very well. How are you?
Good. Much better, thank you.
Nice.
Now, first of all, make me want to be in the Mediterranean. Tell me where you are at the moment.
At the moment, I am based in Athens, in Greece, next to the sea.
Amazing.
I know. Living in the Mediterranean and having time to enjoy it as well. It's, I think, a great quality of life. So I'm happy.
You look it as well. Now, okay. So first of all, give us your history. So what line of work are you in? What's your kind of professional life?
Okay. From where should I start? Okay, what I do is I help men and women older than 45, 50 years of age to get rid of beliefs and paradigms and roles and expectations they have been following, and roles that they have been carrying for decades. Okay? The person that I work with is someone who has a lot of experience. They know their work. They have won awards, maybe. They're very educated. They have tried everything. They have listened to podcasts. They have read self-help books. They have done short seminars. And when they come to me, they say, you know what? I know I need help now. I know that I need a different perspective. I am doing something wrong, and I want support. Okay? Because with paradigms and automatic behaviors, we are not aware of this is just something that others put on our shoulders, and we have behaving like this because of the environment that we grew up. Okay, so when they come to me, I have an amazing 2-year experiential program, and through using role-playing exercises, I show them how they behave and how their personal behavior affects their business results. So my program is focused on business results, working on ourselves, on emotional intelligence, on how we connect with ourselves, how we actually peel off all the layers that others put on us to find the true self and design and live a life that we deeply desire.
That's really interesting, and I think that sort of feeling, because I turned 45 last year, and really my sort of personal development journey started really only about 5 years ago, because I'd sort of been doing a lot of it on, not autopilot, that's probably the wrong word, but feeling like I wasn't really meeting my full potential. I think it's very easy when you look at other people who are having great success, and you think, how are they doing it so easily? and it can be difficult, but it can be a great prompt to take action. So what you've described is a really interesting moment in people's lives.
Yeah, and the reason I am here doing this is because 9 years ago, my youngest sister, was diagnosed with a very rare disease. Okay, and at the moment I was running my technological startup. I was very enthusiastic and full of passion. I was talking to investors to invest money in us. And suddenly, with this news, I paused my life. I couldn't take care of my son. I paused my business. I left my team. And I spent the next 3 months with my sister, supporting her. 3 months later, when my sister had a team of doctors and a plan, I was left depressed at home, lying in bed, having lost my team, having lost my passion for life and business. I couldn't take care of my son. Okay. and the relationship with my husband was at least shaky. And it was the first time in my life at 40 years of age that I think because of the physical exhaustion, I let myself feel the pain and feel miserable. And I said to myself, I don't like my life. I need help. I have no idea what I have been doing wrong. I have done everything right. I had the education. I was ethical. I had integrity. I was working hard, and I didn't have the life that I was promised. Because everyone told me, do this stuff and you will be fine. And actually, I wasn't. Okay? And I think because I was physically tired, my emotions took over and my feelings took over for the first time, because I had learned to block my feelings and to be a doer, you know?
Yeah.
A perfect child, a perfect sister, daughter, everything. And this is what transformed my life. I started working experientially. I started realizing the roles that we carry and the expectations that we fulfill. And I saw that the reaction that I had in my sister's illness was because of my role, saving others, putting others first and not myself. And this, when I realized what had happened to me, the first thing that I thought was, oh my God, I'm doing this, I'm changing my life. I need to find out who I am if I take all this out. And the second thought I had was, I'm helping others, because I could see all my friends, family, people that I knew suffering, chasing a life that had no idea that was for them or they didn't want, okay? So this is why after 9 years, after being trained and after actually totally transforming my life, I am helping others now to do that. And unfortunately, my sister passed away 3 years ago. And this is when I started doing this program, offering this program. And this is for everybody. It's not that only a few unique people can get rid of these beliefs. Every single one of us can do, okay? And this is my big why, to be here and talk about this every day in order not to have people like my sister losing their lives, because I think that she got ill, very ill, because she was trying to fulfill other people's expectations.
Yeah, well, as Ruth says, Ruth says, really interesting. That takes deep internal work, and I think that's it. It's, gosh, if we could come to those realizations without going through those moments of pressure and crisis, wouldn't that be a beautiful thing? But very often that's what it takes, isn't it? And I suppose that brings us rather neatly onto the subject, that the tip that you were going to share. So in your tip, it says, fear will always be there when doing something new. Go through fear to get new results. I really like that. So do you want to sort of expand on that?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I love fear. In my program, I say it's like a teddy bear. You want fear because fear shows you that you're doing something new, that something that you're doing something that you haven't done for years. Okay, and your body actually sends the signal that, oh my God, what are you doing? You have never done this. Okay, and your body wants to make you safe. Okay, do the same thing, but doing the same thing will get you the same results. Okay, and fear, when you feel the fear, embrace it like a teddy bear. You put it next to you and you say, it's okay, come, we'll do it together. Okay, and regarding taking actions, we have a fear of being a failure. This is what we're afraid. Being, when we make a change, take an action, make a decision, take an action, we make a change. Oh my God, will I succeed? This is the big worry. Okay, or will I fail? This is the first. And the second thing that we worry a lot about is, what will people think? Will people love me if I change? This is huge. Okay. Will I be accepted from others if I change? Okay. So let me talk about these two things separately. So fear of failure. Oh my God, I fail every single day. The only way you can succeed is by failing. Okay, yeah. Failing means you take steps. Sometimes, it's like being on a corridor walking with lots of doors, right and left, okay? And you open the door and you see something, and it might work, it might not. If it works, great, it will lead you somewhere else. If it doesn't, you need to know it fast. So what I say is fail fast. If you're going to fail, make it to happen fast, because this saves you energy and time and money. Okay, don't spend time to something that will not take you anywhere. So you close the door and you continue and you open the next door. So failure doesn't exist. It's only steps that we take and we proceed. Okay, so have this in mind, that failure doesn't exist. Success only comes after trying and trying and trying and trying. Okay. The second thing, which is big, is what people think. And this is huge, because we have learned to be happy when others are happy. And if you're trying to fulfill other people's expectations, you will always be failing big. Because other people may change their expectations. They may want from you to be tall one day and short the other day. So you're chasing up, fulfilling someone that may change their mind every single moment. And when you actually try to satisfy them on something, they may want something else. So you're thinking that you will find acceptance and happiness when others are happy. Forget it.
Yeah.
Okay. Put all your effort to you. Okay. How to make you happy, how to fulfill your expectations, how to fulfill your needs. And my tip regarding that is know what you want. The one thing that actually helps you with procrastination is to know what you really want every single day. Actually, I had a session with my team, with one of my groups in my program half an hour ago, and I was telling exactly that. Okay, you need to know what you want, because then you can take actions towards a specific goal. Okay, you know what you want to succeed, so you have an end goal that you go and you take steps every day. And it doesn't matter if it takes more time. It doesn't matter if you don't make it perfectly the first time. Perfection doesn't exist. So, you take steps and you take actions towards a goal that actually feels incredibly nice for you, makes you happy. Eh?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I love it. And you know what? It's interesting that I've tried to build this. I'm building this daily show sort of in a kind of sort of minimum viable dose approach, and as much as I'm doing as much as I need to move it forward as I build it out.
Yeah, exactly. Well done.
Yeah, in order to first of all to test if I'm enjoying it, because waking up, I'm an early riser, but there are those days where you wake up and go, actually, but it's proving to be great. And actually that clarity around purpose is something that it drives all sorts of things, drives happiness, it drives all these things. And actually what you're talking about is it's a very sort of philosophically stoic approach, which I like. This sort of, you can't change what's in other people's heads. That's theirs. You can only focus on what's your experience. The world, you can choose how you relate to other people. So no, that's perfect. Really, really helpful. Really
and
good.
Yeah, and we need to know that although people don't like to discuss about this and talk about this, we come alone in this earth and we live alone. We have a responsibility to live it to the fullest. Okay, we have a responsibility to make ourselves proud, and fulfilling our desires and needs every single day. I'm not talking about setting a big goal. This is great, okay, and I work with really huge goals and I help my clients get. But when you wake up every day, decide. You may have a list of things to do, and you see the list and you say, "Oh my God, there's no way. I don't feel like it." Take an hour out, do something else to make you happy, and then you will come back with so much energy and inspiration, and you will have more ideas, especially when you spend time outside walking or doing an exercise or go for a swim, whatever, doing something that you love and show a form of self-care to you.
Perfect. So how can people connect with you? Where can people to get more of this gold? Where do we go?
Okay, you can follow me on Facebook and LinkedIn under Lia Zorzou. I'm there, I'm posting, I'm live most of the days. I have a new blog that actually I'm sending to you. I don't know if you can share it. I'm uploading weekly blog posts. And the best way to connect with me and to actually help you on the spot is to book a dream setting call with me. This is an hour spending with me. I help you dream a life without limitations that you really, really want. I help you imagine a life that you cannot on your own. And I give you my expert opinion of what is currently blocking you. Because most of the times, we believe that we behave in a way, but we actually don't. Okay, so I give you my expert opinion of what is currently stopping you from taking action and from living the life that you really want. And you can book this call from my blog site as well.
Well, I've shared that link.
Thank you so much, Tom.
Here, and I'll pop it in the show notes as well. So, well, thank you very much for your time. It's been what a great way to start the day, and actually, it's been an absolute pleasure. So, as we bid goodbye, I'm now thinking of you going off out into the beautiful sort of Athens setting. I live down. It's a bit. I know it is raining. It's raining today.
Oh,
We've had a lot of sunshine, but I could do with a little bit of a bit of Athenian magic. So thank you for bringing that this morning. So we will.
Thank you so much, Tom.
Yes. Well, Lia, it's been an absolute pleasure. So we will wave goodbye, and I will round this show up. So see you later.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Well, that was great, wasn't it? So that was brilliant. And I think, like I said, it sort of fits perfectly with the sort of with what we've been talking about all over the episode so far. Now, if you fancy being a guest on the show, please follow the link and click and submit some info about what you'd like to come and talk about. We're sort of slowly but surely filling up those guest slots, and I want to try and get as many out into the future, because so many people have got so many amazing, valuable tips to share, and what a great way to start the day with something like that, like we've just had. But something good, sort of meaty to get your brain into. For me, there's no better way to start the day. A bit of exercise and a bit of brain food, and something to set you on the right path. And really, that's what this is all about. This is my why. This is why I'm doing this, because I like a good start to the day. Now, okay, so I'll be live again here tomorrow at 6 o'clock, but Video Academy is now closed. So we're now starting Video Academy, but we've got a few other exciting things coming up. I am at the moment looking for a couple of people to come and take me up on my podcast package offer. So for the last 7 months, we've been working with Liz Allen on her podcast, building out a video and audio podcasting system. So this is a way, sort of a process that we're using so that we're getting audio and video podcast content for Liz out every week. So we're doing a 45-minute podcast week in, week out for her. That's audio and video, and we're managing the process around that. So I've got 2 more slots. So one has already gone. One's sort of, somebody's considering the second one. So there's sort of 1/2 slots available on that. This is in a beta pricing at the moment. So if you're interested in having somebody help you get your podcast going, and we've had great success with Liz's podcast. If that's kind of something you're in the market for, drop me a message and we can have a chat about that. So that's my call to action. And as a bonus tip, every live you do, you should have a call to action in it. If you're delivering value, you get the opportunity to say something at the end, which is about your products and services. So don't ever forget doing that. Never be ashamed to talk about what you do and what you sell in your live content. So without further ado, I will say farewell and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for being here. As always, it's a great pleasure.